you find people, plants are directly linked to the soil they are growing on. And not only that, even humans, you see. Sometimes scientists can try to find a reason for patriotism. Why someone, like you like your own country very much and try to mention it all the time, inshallah. So really, because you grow on that soil, you feed on the fruits and the vegetables that's growing from that soil. And there must be some trace elements in that soil that are in your body. So it always pushes you there. Yes. And that's why you can find a scientific reasoning for loving your own country, because my body is part of it.
Okay. Yes. So another question is close to the first question, is that some fruit is very digestible. It's very easy to digest. The same fruit in other country, you eat and it's not digestible.
Yes. There are many unknowns in the human body. And as I said, if your physique, if your body is built up from minerals in a certain soil, it will try to analyze and digest the fruit that's coming from that soil better than the fruit coming from another soil. And really, there is many indications that can support this hypothesis, that somebody growing on a soil will be deeply attached to that soil, to the animals living on that soil, to the fruits and vegetables growing from that soil.
Okay, so the final question before.
Yeah, please.
It's like we human created from the soil, as it's mentioned in the Quran, from tin. So why the color change people from place to place?
So why is there a color change or different colors of human and the human was created from tin?
Yes.
From
you see, the Quran tells us that we all came from one father and one mother, yes. Adam and Eve alayhi salam. The chromosomes in the bodies of Adam and Eve are described as the genetic pool from which every human being have come. And we know that we grow by the splitting of the chromosomes. And the chromosome, Allah has given it the capacity to repeat itself. It's split and repeats itself. And each half will build a new cell. And that's why we grow from a small number of cells to this, or actually from 2 cells to these trillions of cells. So every one of us has got a share from the genetic pool that was in the body of Adam and Eve. May Allah be pleased with them both. And even a twin from the same parents, they will have different characters. They will have different shapes. They may look outwardly similar, but if you analyze them carefully, you will find that they are actually different. Because every human being has got his genetic imprint, which characterizes him from any other human being.
Just a question back to the ayah itself, Professor. اهتزت وربت. Could you please shed some light on the word rabat? Because literally in Arabic, the word is originated from the word riba, which means like to multiply or to.
Yes.
What exactly the meaning?
Yes. You see, raba here means bulged upwardly.
Okay.
And raba means aziyada. Any increment in anything is called riba.
No.
You see. Yes. Not all riba is bad, you see. It's only bad in money, you see. But you see, in anything that grows, this is, rabwa means an elevated area. You see, rabwa, an elevated area. So ihtazat wa rabat means it will start to shake, you see. And actually, this shaking has been photographed at slow speed, and we could see it visually. The flakes of the minerals are actually shaking, trembling, like a shivering man, you see, trembling, you see, and rising upwardly. And as it rises upwardly, it thins out greatly to crack, to allow a free passageway for this, you see. A riba in money is an increment with undue effort or undue risk. And that's why it's haram in Islam, because it allows money to grow and increase unduly. And this leads to inflation, and inflation leads to steady rising in the costs of things, by which the needy sector in the society can suffer.
Yes. Doctor, I have a question about concerning what you were asking previously. it's about the water itself, the different types of waters that you are watering the soil with. Does it affect the plants? Because sometimes people, they would say that these plants are coming from areas with bad water, or maybe sometimes with sewage water.
Yes.
Does this affect the plants itself?
Yes, yes. You see, of course, all plants prefer pure water. All plants prefer pure water. And they cannot flourish without this pure water. But there are certain plants which Allah has given it the capacity to grow in brackish water, semi-saline water,
yes,
or even in saline water.
Yes.
You see, but these are special cases. In general, plants need purified water, fresh, pure water. If you water the plant with, say, the water coming from drainage system,
yes,
or coming from sewage, see, it will seriously affect the plant.
So it could have any poison damage,
Definitely.
poisons inside the seed itself?
Definitely. Definitely. There is no doubt about that. Unless you are absolutely sure that the water has been purified 100%, don't use it for watering the plant. Because many people think that I can use sewage water in irrigation.
Yes.
This is very damaging. It can be very, very harmful indeed. Because the plant is a living entity that can react with anything bad, that as well as can react with anything good.
The process of watering itself and rain, it sounds like a process of washing. So how does the soil maintain its minerals?
You see, not all minerals can dissolve easily in water. But of course, how come that the salinity of oceanic waters is increasing year after year? Because as water runs on the surface of the ground, it dissolves whatever is available to dissolve and dumps it into the ocean.
Yes.
And as the water is evaporated from the ocean, it leaves behind its filth. It's dirt, actually. And salt is part of that. But amazingly enough, this salt can accumulate, and the ocean can dry up, and this salt can be mined out and used on land again.
Yes.
So it's a continuous process. But of course, it does not dissolve. Rain does not dissolve every useful element in the soil.
One final question before we end. The word وَتَرَى الْأَرْضَ هَامِدَةً. What is the relation between hamidatan here and rain and اهتزت and rabat? What's the connection between?
Yes, you see, hamidatan means standing still. You see the soil with no movement in it, you see, as if it is standing still. And when the rain comes, it starts to shake and jerk, you see. A new movement comes in, you see. And as this movement comes in, you see, it allows the bulging upward of the soil and the cracking of the soil, because not all the soil will be watered. The part is watered will bulge and will thin. The part that's not watered will remain still and idle and not bulging or not working upwardly. So ترى الأرض هامدة, like somebody who is lazying around, doing nothing, you see. Once you rain it, once you drop rain on it or you water it, it starts moving.
Professor Zaghlol El-Naggar, Jazakallah khair. It was a very informative episode. Actually, we really enjoyed it, and it was a pleasure to have you here with us at Huda TV. And I also like to thank Mustafa Ismail and Zabihullah for being here with us. It was a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
My dear brothers and sisters, with this we come to the end of this episode of Quran and Science. We thank you for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.